Stevie, ultimately defeat in the Betfred Cup quarter-final against St Johnstone, but you must be proud of the way that the players kept on battling and got themselves through to penalties.
Yeah, it was a tough opening 20 minutes, Jordan, where St Johnstone knocked the ball about well, side to side, got plenty of crosses in, put us under the cosh. Pleasing thing for us was we didn't buckle at that stage of the game. Had a wee tweak, putting Ryan Dow just a tiny wee bit more forward to stop Liam Craig trying to get on the ball as much as he was, and I thought we started fighting our way into the game. You know, it became slightly more even contest. Premiership side, St Johnstone, you know, been in the league for a number of years now, and I think credit to our boys was that we made a game of it tonight, and you know, having went a goal down in extra time, to find that wee bit extra to get ourselves back in the game and take the game to penalty kicks, they were credit to themselves tonight. Especially
when you look at the 90-minute performance, as you said, we seemed to come into the game more and more, and heading into extra time you must have thought if we could just build on this for St Johnstone then to get an early goal at the start of extra time. A lot of people might have said that might be the killer blow, but again the team showed the characteristics that you've spoken about all season to keep fighting, get their way back into the game and ultimately get that goal through Ian Wilson.
Yeah, and as you rightly said there, we went the goal behind in extra time. We could easily have just said that's it, you know, we've had a decent performance over the 90 minutes and say that, basically accept it and then let's look forward to the Dundee game at the weekend. But they didn't, you know, they got to the halfway stage at extra time. We decided to go a 4-3-3 and just put three strikers up against their three centre-backs to try and give ourselves that opportunity. And through having bodies in the box, you know, in the dying minutes, Ian Wilson latches onto something and scores a good goal to get it, to take the game to penalty kicks.
And ultimately, when the game goes to penalty kicks, it is a lottery. You must understand the pressure that was on guys like Paul Watson and Kevin O'Hara to set him up there, but I suppose you'll say quite rightly that, you know, it took bottle for them to step up and take a kick in the first place.
Yeah, when we draw games on the training pitch, you try and, you know, replicate a penalty kick situation, so it's something that we practice on the training ground regular. But you know, the reality tonight was the boys went up quarter-final to take ourselves to a League Cup semi-final, and that pressure's on you. The one thing I will give credit to is Xander Clark saved both penalties. You know, and it's never nice to be one of the ones to miss a penalty kick, but Paul and Kevin know the boys have fully got their back, the coaching staff have got their back, and I just ask that the supporters, you know, have their back as well, because I thought they were a credit to themselves tonight, the boys. And you know, if we can take the positives from this and carry it now into the league campaign, then you know we'll move forward and into a happier place.
We've went toe-to-toe with Premiership opposition, taking them all the way through 120 minutes and 2 penalties. What do you feel we could take away from this game in terms of how we've developed it so far this season and where we could still improve?
I went to watch St Johnstone 2 weeks ago against Celtic at Parkhead. They weren't out-muscled physicality-wise, you know, in terms of their fitness levels. You know, they were up there giving Celtic a game on the night, drawing one each. I think what we've got to take from it, you just ask that the players learn and develop as a coaching staff, because we were asked questions tonight that didn't make it easy for us, so we had decisions to make. But you just hope that the players can, you know, take something from that game, because they would have found things difficult. It's played at a different tempo, there's a different physicality to the game, and tactically and technically it becomes harder. So if the boys are hungry, that will help us keep making baby steps forward as a football club.
When you look at the substitutions that you made, first of all, during the 90 minutes, guys like Aaron Comrie going off for Lewis Mail, was that purely tactical because we saw Aaron took a heavy challenge at the end of the first half, or was that an injury concern?
No, Aaron did take a knock in the ankle, and we shouted over if he was okay. Could tell with the way that Aaron was moving that he wasn't comfortable, and you know, to be fair to Aaron, he didn't want to come off, but there being a previous injury on that ankle, we just had to make sure that we weren't risking him longer term, so that one was sort of enforced on us.
And in terms of other changes that you made, as you said, especially going into extra time, you gambled a little bit more by putting guys like Lewis McCann on, having to sacrifice players like Dom Thomas, players that could really make things tick for you. It shows you that, again, that the options that you have, that you're able to take him off and still continue to create chances. Yeah,
and I've said, you know, you go a goal down in extra time. I think it's 4 minutes in extra time, you go a goal down. We could have thought, well, that's not to be our night. But what we did find, we dug in. St Johnstone were probably a better side in the first 15 minutes extra time. But you know, when the boys came across, we decided to put 3 strikers up against our 3 centre-backs and have a go at them, and as I say, it worked in our favour. We managed to get the goal back, and you know, as I say, on another night it could be us that have went through in the penalty kick.